What's good everyone, you're back with Jono for another quick math lesson. In the last video we saw how to take a table of values and create a mathematical sentence or an algebraic equation that tells us what's going on using way less words. In this video we're going to go the opposite direction. We're going to take a mathematical sentence and turn it into a table of values that we could then graph from. So remember, in linear, the mathematical sentence goes like this: y is equal to the pattern multiplied by x plus some beginning number. And the beginning number is what y is equal to when x is equal to 0. So if we have a look at this example here, we've got y is equal to 3x plus 2. What this is saying is that starting at 2, so starting at 2, y is going to go up 3 numbers every single time x goes up by 1. So y will go up 3 every time x goes up 1. So the pattern there is really easy to see. So we need to be able to put these words into a table of values. Because we can explain it, we can do this really easily. So y is equal to 3x plus 2. It means that when x is equal to 0, at the beginning, y is equal to 2. And then the pattern there at the start, the 3, means that each time we go up 1, this number goes up 3. So you can see, in order to be able to do this, as long as you can count by 3, you're good to go. This becomes 8, 11, 14, done and dusted. There's not really a huge amount of maths to be able to do, as long as you can see what we are talking about with that mathematical sentence. We can also go down as well. So for this one here, we've got slightly different numbers in our table of values. We're starting at x is minus 2, minus 1, not at 0 like we did before. This number here, the plus 9, is telling me what y is equal to when x is equal to 0. So I straight away can go, oh, when x is 0, y is equal to 9. And now the pattern for this one, as x goes up by 1, y goes down by 4. So that means if I go up 1 this way, I've got to go down 4 on the bottom, so that becomes 5. One more jump, this becomes 1. So you can see that the easiest way to do those negative numbers at the top is to follow the pattern the other way. So instead of going down by 4 this way, I'm going to go up by 4 the other way. So this negative one becomes 13 and this one becomes 17. So just having the idea of where this pattern is going on both sides is going to make this really, really simple for you. The big pro tip for these ones is to use your calculator. This equation is saying that y is definitely equal to negative 0.5 whatever x is plus 7. That's a little bit difficult. I hate dealing with negatives and with decimals. So this one has the potential to kind of trip us up a little bit. But if we use our calculator, we're going to be fine. So the first thing I'm going to do is put in the 7 straight away, because I know that 7 goes with x is equal to 0. But from here you might get stuck. I'm not really good at using negative 0.5. I don't know where that's going. So there's a really easy trick to be able to do this well. Because that question is telling you exactly what x is, this table of values is saying, hey, x is minus 2 at some point, and x is minus 1 at some point. You can just use your calculator to sub that value in. So as long as you put those in your calculator with brackets, where you see that x, you put brackets in, your calculator is going to do all the work for you. So if we have a look through this one, if we do negative 0.5 bracket 1 bracket plus 7, that becomes 6.5. And then if we put 2 in there, minus 0.5 bracket 2 bracket plus 7, that becomes 6. You now might be able to see the pattern that it's going down by 0.5 each time. So that becomes 5.5. The most important thing here is to use those brackets, especially when we're using the negative numbers. So this one here where it's minus 1, if I put negative 0.5 bracket minus 1 bracket plus 7, it gives me the answer of 7.5. So I know that I've done that right because it fits into my pattern. This becomes 8 and we're all good to go. So using your calculator can be really helpful. It's just going to take way longer than recognizing the pattern, but either way is fine. I think it's a really good way to check your answers, just so you're not stressing out in an exam wondering whether or not you should do this question again. Thanks so much, guys. I hope you found this helpful, and I'll see you soon.